I've spent 10 years in that dump. Well, someone's going to pay for them 10 years.
Crime never pays. Famous gangsters. John Dillinger, a notorious Indiana and Chicago gang leader in the 1930s, who specialized in robbing banks and eluding police. The feds, however, figured out his weakness. Read on to find out what that is. Enjoy. A Drawmix Audio Comics production.
Drop your gun and put your hands up. Dillinger, you're surrounded. You have 2 minutes to surrender.
I don't need 2 minutes to make up my mind, coppers. Here's my answer.
John Dillinger, writing a blazing trail of crime across the length and breadth of the nation. John Dillinger became the focal point of the greatest manhunt ever staged by the FBI. Jailbreaker, bank robber, gangster, and killer. He ended his life in an unmarked grave. The world hasn't yet heard of John Dillinger back in a small Indiana town where he lived. It was the end of the 1920s, and Dillinger was just 16, like most boys his age. The only trouble he had on his mind this particular spring evening was a girl.
Gosh, Anne, I wish I could take you to the dance next Saturday night, but I'm broke.
In that case, Johnny, it'll have to be Brad that takes me goodnight.
Aw, Anne. Give me a break, look. Don't date Brad till you give me a chance to dig up some money.
All right, but I'm not waiting any later than Thursday night.
Hi, Johnny. I see you've got money troubles again. Why don't you take me up on that deal I offered you the other night?
You mean help you break into Weiner's grocery store? It's too dangerous.
We'll wait till the constable passes the place before we take it. Throw in with me and you can take Anne to that dance.
I could sure use the money. Well, okay, Deuce. I'll meet you in back of the store about 11 o'clock.
That night in the alley alongside Weiner's store.
The bar's giving Deuce another second. Anne!
All right, you two. Put your hands up or get shot.
It's the constable kid. Better put your hands up.
Deuce Macon and John Dillinger, eh? Well, looks like you two are going to be out of circulation a while.
Dillinger paid for that one mistake with 10 years in Indiana State Penitentiary. There, he met the three men who were soon to make up the infamous Dillinger Gang.
Well, kid, tomorrow you're getting out. I guess you'll soon forget us and the things we talked about.
Doc, I meant every word I said. I want us to be the biggest bank robbery gang since the James Boys.
It sure sounds good, kid. But we're in here for a long time, and we're not robbing banks in this jug.
I told you I'd spring you. All you need is guns and a little cash.
I'll give you the name of a friend of mine who can smuggle in messages. When you're ready to spring us, let us know how and when.
All right. You guys break it up.
The next morning, as John Dillinger left the prison.
I've spent 10 years in that dump. Well, someone's going to pay for them 10 years.
Dillinger pulled a few small stick-ups while looking around for a partner in crime. Then, at the racetrack of a county fair.
I spend years scraping up enough money to build me a race car. Then wreck it in my first race, you can't win.
It all depends on what kind of race you enter, friend.
Just between you and I, money talks louder to me than principles.
I need a good man behind the wheel for a few deals involving quick getaways. Suppose we talk about it.
A partnership was formed, and soon made itself apparent to the small-town banks of the Middle West.
Step on its speed. Every cop in the county will be on our tail soon.
And that's where they'll stay. On our tail, I've got this heap souped up so high that it's ready to take off.
Hurry! Here comes the cops.
Hang on to your hat. Here we go. Whee!
Soon Dillinger had enough money to spring his friends from the state pen. He sent them a message to be on the lookout for guns and cash. Then,
Here comes the truck, Johnny. How are you gonna pull this?
Keep the car close to the truck's tailgate. I'll jump aboard it and put the guns and cash in one of the crates marked for the pen. I'll mark the crate with chalk so they'll know which one it's in.
I hope it works. How are they gonna get their hands on the crate?
All three of them work in the machine shop. They help unload. Doc'll grab the stuff and hide it in the tool chest till the break.
and
There. Tomorrow's Doc's birthday. What better gift from his pal Johnny than a chance to crash out into the free world?
A few nights later on a country road in back of the prison, Dillinger waited in a getaway car.
Thanks for the birthday present, kid.
Have any trouble?
Couple of guards spotted us, but we fixed them, otherwise it was a breeze.
Good. Step on it. Let's make some time.
Dillinger's boys head for a farmhouse hideout. The next day,
I've got 22 big-time banks lined up. Here's the inside plans to every one of them and roadmaps of the districts.
Man, that's a mouthful of chew. Let's get going on them.
Not yet. You guys been out of circulation a long time. There's more cops now. I work out a system to split timing. I want you guys to practice it. Come on, I'll show you.
a few minutes later, in the barn house outside,
Holy smokes. What did you call this?
This is the layout of the Gusherton First National Bank, our first caper. I want you to practice robbing it.
Yeah, but
nothing. Robbing banks is like any other business. To be successful, you gotta be good. We're going be the best. 1. We don't make folks put their hands up that attracts attention from the street. 2. Before we charge a bank, we practice taking a dummy. We work out the timing and cut the time to 5 minutes.
the boys pulled their first major job at high noon a few days later.
Everybody against the wall. Sit down. Keep your hands in your laps. Behave, and nobody gets hurt.
we're gonna be out of here by 5 after 12.
Frank, take the bag. Walk. Don't run to the car. The rest of you guys start backing out. Cover everyone.
Right, boss. We're going, folks, so don't get no ideas about pulling guns. And when the cops come, tell them you was taken by the Dillinger Gang.
During the next year, the name John Dillinger became a thing to fear, like an armored giant impervious to police bullets. He smashed his way through national headlines, a blazing gun in each hand.
Everybody against the wall.
Extra! Dillinger Gang gets $250,000 in new bank robbery. Dillinger shoots his way out of police trap. 4 bank robberies in Missouri known to be the work of Dillinger. Dillinger! Dillinger! Dillinger!
Then came the Federal Reserve System to protect our nation's banks, and the Federal Bureau of Investigations under J. Edgar Hoover took over.
I'm assigning all of you men to the Dillinger boys. Concentrate on Doc, Fats, Frank, and Speed. Hunt them down. Get them, that's all. Pankin, you stay. Pankin, you're the best man I've got. I'm assigning you to Dillinger himself. I want you to eat, sleep, and think Dillinger. I want him, and I want him soon.
I'll do my best, sir.
That was the beginning of the end for Dillinger. In a St. Paul rooming house, not long after where Doc, Fats, and Frank were hiding out.
Come out, all of you with your hands up.
We're coming. Don't shoot.
Watch out, he's making a break.
Chicago Globe. Extra! 3 members of the Dillinger Gang captured. Dillinger's getaway driver killed while escaping police. Dillinger still at large.
And in the cheap Chicago hotel room, nearly penniless, afraid to show his face outside, hunted like a frightened rat.
Those G-men. Seems like I can't get away from them no matter where I go. Now they got the boys. I'm the only one left. They'll get me too. I feel it. Look at me, the great Dillinger, the boy who knew the answers, who took the banks in the country for millions. Yet I'm busted and hiding like a rat in a dirty hole not fit for respectable pig. I gotta get out of here. I gotta shave and look decent again. I gotta walk the streets like a human, breathe the air, maybe make a date with a blonde. I gotta live once more before they get me.
And in the nearby restaurant a few minutes later.
Flo, I think that man over there is John Dillinger. He asked me for a date tonight. What am I gonna do?
Do? Get in touch with the G-men fast.
Agent Pankin was contacted and arranged a trap for Dillinger. The girl was to let Dillinger escort her to the local movie wearing a red suit, so as to make identification easy. The plan was carried out.
This is where we came in.
Okay, let's go.
I've got to go into the drugstore a minute. Wait outside for me, will you?
Okay, honey. We're going to do the town tonight. We'll have dinner, then hit a few clubs.
There's the girl in red. The guy she just left with is Dillinger. Do we take him now?
No, too many people around him. Wait until they leave. We don't want innocent people to get hurt. In a minute now. Just as soon as those folks are well clear of him. Now. Dillinger!
Pankin! What? You!
He's pulling a gun. Don't take any chances. Let him have it.
It's hard to believe we finally got him. Chasing him was like trying to catch a ghost or maybe a legend. You heard about Dillinger. Sometimes you even saw Dillinger, but you never quite caught up with him.
He's caught up with now, but good. The end.
So, did you figure out what Dillinger's weakness is? If so, tell me in the comments below. And as always, like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified when Dramix uploads a new video. Thank you.